Hey, good. I'm nervous. Normally, I stay nervous when I need to talk about anything in front of another guy. But let's do it. I will talk about the entertainment in Brazil. Michel introduced very well about Brazil, about location and some things about numbers from Brazil. And now I will talk about the types of entertainment in Brazil. I will show for you about the 5 most popular festivals or events in Brazil. It's not Christian parties, Christian events, but is the most known in Brazil. Then I need to show a little part of each one of these topics. How many? Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I will pass here. Sorry, because how many have heard about the carnival in Brazil? Yeah, one person. Unfortunately, normally we heard about bad things because carnival is most common. A lot of women with less dresses, like short dresses. Then it's so bad the image from Brazil about it. But it's a good part, but unfortunately it's not to have good things, because there are many drugs, many sex, and another bad things. But if the people do it for a good thing, it will so good for us, because it's a big movement in Brazil, 1,000 people together to do a one big event, but unfortunately bad things. And the carnival is one of the most popular, and normally the people dresses very colorful, and this is a competition, a kind of competition in Brazil. There are a lot of teams, 1 and 2nd and 3rd, like 5 teams for each state. For example, in Rio de Janeiro there are one competition. In São Paulo there is another competition, different scores. I will show to you a little about it. Where are you? It's a big stadium with a lot of people, and the people through on the streets, walking and dancing and do many things. You have a score, like a rules, a score, and you need to do it in each time. For example, your team have 5 minutes to do it, and if you spend more time, you are disqualified. For example. Okay. First one. The second one is Festa Junina, the name in Brazil. It's a June party. It happens around all states of Brazil. There is a little difference about my state and the Michel state. Then I will show them in my state, but in the Michel is better. It's a big one, but it's good to have idea. And normally happen it in February. Oh, sorry. Normally happen in June, and it happened to commemorate a Catholic saint, John. It's a Catholic party to commemorate John, and it is like the main idea of this event is about a marriage, and there's someone sing or tell to people, talk about history, and during this history the people need to do some things like dance and go and change your partner and things like that. And the wearing is normally you dress up like farmers, and I will show a little about it. It's so funny. There is a delicious food there. A lot of food. Really good. There is a man giving us the instruction what we need to do in the exact moment. For example, change the part, take care of the snake. The third one is about Festival de Parintins. Parintins is a city in the states of Amazonas. It's a big party in the city. This city is not so big, but all the people in the city participate about the party. For example, we have two teams, one color blue and another color red. And all people in the city dressed or blue or red. And you need to talk about, my team is better, no, it's mine is better. And it's so funny in the city. And the festival takes place normally during 3 days. It normally happens in the end of the June. Okay? The competitors take place between two teams, and they need to tell a history about the folklore. Do you know what is folklore? Have you ever heard about it? It's a kind of history invented by people, by old people. For example, it's not a true history, but my grandfather told my father, and my father told to me about something maybe happening 1,000 years before, like it. It's a folklore. Then the people there use it to do a party to keep the histories and about the city. And in this competition, they tell about the history using dance songs and customs, like it. And the bride. There is a bride, and there is a history that another man death, and the resurrection like an ox. It's crazy, but is it? Okay. The fourth one is about Festa do Peão. It's like cowboy festival here. I love so much. I want to do in this place is in Barretos. It's a city on São Paulo, state of São Paulo. It's the biggest party about cowboy in Brazil. A lot of people around Brazil come there to see and to participate in this festival. Normally during around 1 week, and it's so good to stay there. And you need to. There are many competitors. They need to ride in horses and in bulls. There is a very nervous bulls there, and you need to keep in the bulls during 12 minutes. But it's so hard. It's so hard. And but it's funny too. There is shows like showman and dancer and scenes around the party during the steps of the championship, and it's like it happened normally in August. Okay.
São Paulo,
hard to do. It's dangerous too. Here is sport. You have levels of competition. For example, there is a bull more strong and more nervous, and it's hard to stay right in the bull. Yes, dangerous. Dangerous. I can't do it. I prefer motorcycle. Motorcycle is better. It's dangerous too, but better. And the last one is about Réveillon, or New Year's celebration. This party happened around all of Brazil, all states of Brazil. But there is one must know it, is in Copacabana. It's a place, it's a beach in Rio de Janeiro. Okay? Rio de Janeiro is a big state of Brazil too. Normally, the peoples go together for the beaches, around the beach, with foods, drinks, and fireworks. And there is a big festival of fireworks during the change of the year. For example, you need to account 3, 2, 1, and then start a lot of fireworks around the beaches in Brazil. It's so good. It's normally in Brazil. And if you are not in the church, you certainly you will stay in the beaches to celebrate the change of the year. It's very common. It's very beautiful too. It's dangerous about crimes and about other things like sexual things and these things, but it's so beautiful to see. I will show you. Normally, these fireworks during around 5 and 10 minutes, depend of the place. It's so beautiful, it's amazing to stay with another person. Normally, you will run someone that you don't know, but okay, Happy New Year, it's okay, it's just a party for our. Okay. Then, questions? Okay. Thank you.